Red corner from Brunswick, Victoria. 10 conventional amateur fights, 8 wins, 2 losses. In kickboxing, 4 bouts, 4 wins, 2 inside the journey. With an Irish background at 25 years of age, the second member of the Dana Goodson Fitzroy Stars Gymnasium. Would you welcome the Iron Man, Jamie Carroll. Jamie Carroll in the red corner. Occupying the blue corner from Bexley, New South Wales, the WKA Australian Super Middleweight Champion. 21 years of age, 5 wins in 11 contests, sponsored by Total Link Electrical Contractors in Rosebery. Scaling 74.55 kilos, with Chan Chuck Fay and Ray Chukti in the corner. 2-ton Tony Massey. 4 rounds.
Well, fighters go back to their respective corners, Bob. Jamie Carroll, let me tell you a little bit about him. A former amateur boxer with 4 bouts. He's won 2 kickboxing bouts by KO. And weighed in at 75.1 today. Let's have a look at Tony Massey, a super middleweight. Has had his last 2 fights in Melbourne. They've been pretty good. And his record isn't all that impressive when we have a look at, or when I say not all that impressive, he's had 5 wins and 4 losses. But when I say his record's not that impressive, he's always come up against some fairly good fighters. So they certainly won't want to take this guy too lightly.
Tony Massey's very popular in Melbourne. He fought a war with Angie the Angel Goosis about 6 months ago, and then they rematched, and Angie took it the second time. But Tony put up a fantastic fight in both episodes. So if he does anywhere near that well tonight, this is going to be quite a good fight. But judging by the response from the New South Wales audience, he's a very popular fighter up here as well.
Well, you could hear a pin drop here at the Horton Pavilion at the moment, and urging on their fighter. 74.5. He's had 11 fights. From Bexley in New South Wales is Tony Massey, 21 years of age. Jamie Carroll, 25.
Jamie Carroll looks very strong too, doesn't he? He's got a big back and he's got all the muscles in the right place.
And Dana Goodson, you can probably hear in the background from the red corner, talking to Jamie Carroll to break up that clinch, get out and work out wide. And as Bob Jones told us earlier on, the reason for the shin pads tonight, of course, it's law in New South Wales.
Aren't they messy though, Rob, the way they fall down and bunch up and all the tape around the boots? It's a horrible looking thing. It's really killing our sport up here in New South Wales. It's a pity. I think there are moves to do something about it. It was legislated a few years ago. In fact, I know exactly when it was legislated because I brought the rule in 1976. But they went out in about 1983 worldwide, but for some reason it stayed here in New South Wales. It is the only city out of 36 countries that we fight that the fighters come in. So you can see the Melbourne fighters tonight. They're very, very put off by having to put this gear on because they're not used to it.
Well, they don't train it. There's no way of being able to toughen yourself up in a gym with those on, is there?
No, that's it, and they don't get any conditioning. This is sometimes what they wear when they spar in the gyms, you know, and to me it makes the fight look like a sparring session because they've got training gear on, you know. But the New South Wales Kickboxing Federation up here is making moves to try and educate the government that it's not the best thing for the sport.
Well, Tony Massey is starting to unload a few on Jamie Carroll in the latter part of that first round. And we might see if we can take a sneak preview into some of the corners and just see what perhaps the trainers have to say.
He hasn't got it. Keep working for the legs, doing a great job with the legs. Okay? Work for the legs.
Yeah. Look for the legs. How do you feel? The legs all right? Yeah, no worries, all right? All right, jab, bang on.
Right at the corner now with Jamie Carroll.
You're working great for the legs. You're working great to the sweep.
I'm shooting the boxer. Oh, yeah. All right. Okay, let's wake up now. All right? Let's wake up.
All right, Dana Goodson telling his man, you can outbox him. And, of course, we take a look in the opposite corner now. And we're just about ready for the second fight on the night's card here at the Horton Pavilion in Sydney. And we'll turn around and see if Dana Goodson's man can throw out the challenge and use the hands. Outbox him's the word from the corner. And a good round kick there.
I hate to harp on this shin pad thing, Rob, but when you take a look at how the rules can be misconstrued here, the Sydney fighter's got shin pads on and slipped down now around his ankles, so he actually is banging with his shins now, but the Victorian fighter has got tape pads right up to his knees. So I wonder if sometimes that these things can be done to take advantage of these rules when nowhere else in the world you have to do it anyway. Because both shin pads are slipping down around his ankles right now. Interested to see if the doctor or the referee make any point of that. But anyway, that's got nothing to do with the fight. Both boys are in there, putting their heart into it. And at the moment, it's a battle of boxing skills with just short inside leg kicks, which takes a bit of excitement out of the fight.
Jamie Carroll trying his hardest to get those hands working, but fairly strong with the legs, is Massey.
Good, strong roundhouse kicker. I think he's got slightly stronger roundhouse kicks than Jamie. Jamie made it slightly better boxing skills.
Well, as we said before, former amateur boxer, Bob, so...
Although Tony Massey's no slouch with the fists either, because as that fight he had with the Angel Gooses in Melbourne was also a very competent boxer, and Tony did quite well for himself.
Both fighters turned out, Bob, actually in top fettle.
Jamie's scoring quite nice now though with body shots, inside leg kicking in body shots since the routine's going for now. There's his body shots. Tony comes back with one.
Okay, Jamie trying to unload left and right combinations, still being blocked though as they work their way into the Victorians' corner. And he's now got him in his own corner. Dana Goodson working onto him. And the New South Wales crowd starting to come to life. And they love a good fight up here in Sydney town, believe you me. The bell to end round 2. How do you see it, Bob?
It's very even. You can see Jamie going towards the hands, but Tony started to put him off towards the end with inside leg kicks to upset his hands. So that's given Jamie a little bit of problem getting his hands going. But so far, it's a good even fight. It's a good exciting. We've got the crowd seem to be enjoying it, and the trainers look like they're doing their bit in between the rounds.
All right, well, let's sneak into the corner of the New South Welshman.
No, remember, we do jab. What's a good jab? Very sloppy. Sharp jab. You do sharp jab. They're just very sloppy. Not as good as we look at. All right? Not a problem. Sweep. Look at the upper right turning. Now that.
Round 3.
Well, round 3 of this 4-round encounter, Bob. I think it's over
4 rounds, yeah.
4 rounds, it certainly is. And I just had to have a little look over your shoulder then, just to make doubly sure then. Because I think seeing that this fight is so fairly evenly matched at the moment, one of these guys is about to cut loose, I would feel, because there's not much between them. Massey is working underneath with the legs. Carroll trying to come back at him and got the hands working up there, upstairs. Left and rights to the body, not doing any damage on Massey at the moment.
It's drifted back into the same format. It's a bit of a pity. It's not giving either fighter a chance to show what else they've got. Oh, nice thing developed left by Jamie there.
A good left hand. But there's quite a lot of energy being spent, and it's not going anywhere from both boxers upstairs as they're trading leather. But not good punch to the midriff there, and another midriff punch. A good left hand there by Jamie, taken on the shoulder of Massey on that occasion. And both boys just content at the moment, Bob, to work upstairs with their hands and not a lot of work with the legs. And a big left round arm. Oh, that one's caught him right on the button. Left and rights. Now Carroll's starting to do a little bit of work and score. But they're relying on hands at the moment, Bob. The feet aren't doing a lot of work. Massey just trying to get him off balance to try and inside leg kicks there to try and bring him down so he can land one of those punches. But Carroll is doing all the work.
Jamie's quite determined to go just for the hands this round.
There it is, it's worked.
Inside leg kick.
That's what we were talking about. But unfortunately, no damage done from the New South Welshman's corner. Victorian quick to bounce up.
Tony's getting a lot of inside leg kick, but he's not following through with the hand techniques.
Yeah, you're right.
Once he scoops that forward foot, he should be throwing an uppercut or a hook.
There he is again.
He should be using that to set up an uppercut, but he's not using it to set anything up.
Yes, he's dragging him down. He's getting him caught with that inside leg kick, but he's not following it up, as you say, with a punch at least from downstairs or from up top to come down on top of his jaw. But 1 round, and this promises plenty.
You have to pull it out this round, Jamie. You have to pull it out, mate.
All right, jab upcut, bang on that leg.
Seconds up.
This motherfucker can't outbox you. Get on him and work him. Tyson, body uppercut when you get him.
Let's go. Seconds up.
Let's go. You gotta go hard. got to drill him, Jamie.
Fourth and final
Well,
round.
the fourth and final round, and if we can get a look at Tony Massey, has a small cut underneath that left eye. And I dare say that's come by some of the very good fist work that we've seen so far of Jamie Carroll, but Massey perhaps the stronger kicker.
But Jamie's staying in on him and not allowing Tony to get those kicks off. And I think he might be outscoring with hands. From it through, Tony's got to keep the gap open so he can use his roundhouse kick, which is much stronger. Because Jamie still appears to have the superior hands in close. But there's Tony again with that inside leg kick and not backing it up, not supporting it. So really it's a waste.
Jamie catching him there with the left hand.
The only thing it does is put Jamie off balance to slow his hands down a bit, but he really should be backing that up with an uppercut or a hook.
He's got good hands, Jamie, but they're just not quite finding the mark at the moment. Massey just seeming to have a little bit stronger reach. Kick to the rib cage there of
Not enough,
Jamie,
though,
but no damage.
If Tony was going to win this, he has to keep the gap open and score with those high kicks to nullify all the hands, because the kicks are worth 2 to 1. If he's scoring good with high kicks, he's going to really match the points up of the hands Jamie's been scoring, but he's not doing it enough. So I think Jamie's strategy's been to stay in and just keep scoring with the hands.
Score with the legs. Here we go. Victorian scoring left and right. Good left grip to the body. Scoring well with the punches, but as Bob Jones has said before, falling down a little bit in the kicking region. And the New South Welshman perhaps just a little bit better at the art downstairs with the legs, but oh geez, impressive with the hands. Might have him in a bit of trouble. And laying it over the top, letting fly with a round kick. Oh, he's caught him underneath, but came up with a beautiful uppercut. And Massey catching Carroll unawares, but Carroll back quickly. And this is a good final round. Whoops. And the referee quick to hold that one. And if that's the forerunner of things to come, Bob, I was quite entertained by that fight.
Well, the first fight was very fast and exciting, and the slightly bigger boys have come in and put on a good show of strength in that fight. I think Jamie may have taken it by that constant scoring of the hands, even though Tony did score with a few more high kicks above the waist.
Well, it's going to be an interesting one.
Possibly more leg kicks, but I think Jamie's done enough to get it on hands.
Okay, it's a split decision. The winner is Tony Massey from the blue corner.
Well, little surprise, Bob. So that's 1-1. 1 to Victoria, 1 to New South Wales. And in hindsight, when you look at it, those leg kicks must have meant a little more to the judges.
Well, I didn't think he did enough, but that's the judge's decision. I did say halfway through that third round I didn't think Tony was doing enough high kicks. Although the high kicks do score a lot higher than the punches, I didn't feel Tony did enough to take the decision. But there you go, the judges have to say on that.